Who wrote Shakespeare? Who indeed?
Not the man from Stratford, Will Shakespeare, the soul of the age. Ha! He could barely write his own name, and his children carried on that fine family tradition. It was Edward de Vere, the 17th Earl of Oxford, an acclaimed scholar and literary genius, heir to the oldest, wealthiest, most illustrious earldom in all of England, and Oxford had a somewhat tenuous claim to royal succession. Shakespeare was obsessed with loss of royal privilege. Royal access was not easily granted, certainly not to those from the densely illiterate dung-heap that was then Stratford, really. Remember, Shakespeare's first folio was dedicated to two noblemen affiliated with or married to Oxford's daughters. And the first two poems ever published under the pen name Shakespeare were dedicated to Henry Wriothesley, the third Earl of Southampton. Why? Many of Shakespeare's sonnets were a tribute to him. Indeed. Later, when that fair youth was in the Tower charged with treason, the sonnets became a poignant plea to the son that De Vere had fathered with Elizabeth. What? Yes. The Catholics in her realm wanted to worship in the old way, so to appease them she posed as the Virgin Queen. But Elizabeth at court? More like the strumpet royal. Of course Elizabeth had dalliances. No, really. Elizabeth was a virgin her entire life. I find that idea to be downright unpleasant. Besides, an alliance with the handsome young Oxford would have secured the Tudor line. Though in the end still a virgin, she decided not to name their son her successor. During her reign, the Queen had paid Oxford to write plays as propaganda, another reason to hide behind a pen name. Yes, Edward de Vere's life was the stuff of which Greek tragedies were made. Knowing that Oxford's extraordinary life is mirrored in Shakespeare's works makes them a more powerfully human experience, worth exploring.